Okay, so here you are, educational video with Shelly again. You know, we're not fishing today. No, we're not. Today we're talking about a buffalo and bison. You know, and here's a quick difference between them, right? Buffalo is actually a term that was coined by French Canadians way back in the day when the trappers and stuff and they're coming across the prairies and they come across these giant beast things, and they're like, hey, Francois, what the hell do we call this, huh? And Francois was like, tabernacle, I don't know, let's call it buffalo, maybe? It looked like a buffalo. Yeah, let's call it buffalo. Yeah, so buffalo, it stuck, but the actual term is bison, American bison. But nowadays it's interchangeable, buffalo, bison, whatever. Anyway, a while ago I did a quick video on bison hides that I got from a processing plant. And I gave 2 of them away to the community because, that's what I did. Sometimes it's hard for some of my native elder friends to get their hands on a good buffalo robe for ceremonial purposes and stuff like that. So I gave 2 away, and I got a 3rd one here I'm getting ready to finish up, and then I got a 4th one that I'll do later. But this 3rd one here, you can see her. Look at that. Like look at how big that is, eh? Yeah, and this is a female. So this is this is the worst of the hides. It had a lot of holes in it that I had to repair. But it was like Canadian monetary policy. Eh? It had a lot of holes in it. And it leaks a lot. So you put water in it. Guess what? You put more into it, right? But no, this one this one's a big girl. She's about 1,000-pounder. And for reference, for those of you that don't know, bison males will get up to about 2,000 pounds, sometimes a little more, and about 6 foot tall. So they're like, Jesus, they're big, eh? And then the females, they are around 1,200, 1,300 pounds, top out size, and they're about 5 feet tall. So not quite as big, but they're, Jesus, like, you talk about a 1,200-pound beastie, and it'll change the way you think about life. So you got these, and one of the things buffalo really like doing is wallowing, where they roll around in the dust and the dirt and the mud. And what's that do for them? Well, it keeps them cool, for one, because the mud helps, thermal, whatever it is, with the hot and the cold, and the mud helps cool them off, and the dust keeps all the ticks and the fleas and helps keeps it in check, keeps them comfortable, wallowing. Yeah, unlike what we have in politicians wallowing in money, that they get from their sucker constituents. That's it. They get them from their constituents, and it's basically to keep your constituents from having to bother you, because if you don't have money, you don't get to talk to the politician. I think in Ottawa they called that pay to play. Yeah, look that up, eh? So you got the wallowing, and why is that important? Well, because in July, where we are now, where it's stinking hot, is also mating season. And what happens in mating season? Well, the big boys, they go out and they look for some stuff to play with, right? Some girls, and get down, get all funky, and like stuff like that. And Yellowstone is one of the best places to be able to see them in the wild. Maybe not in your campsite. I don't know. You saw that video of the boy that got the old guy there that got tossed in the air. Lord thunder, and let me tell you, that boy had an experience. But still. You're camping, you're enjoying stuff, and the bison's just out doing stuff right in your campsite. First thing I'd be doing, biggest land mammal in North America, I'd be getting the flock away from there and looking for a place to like bury my ass so that the big boy there don't come after me. So let's go take a picture, and let's bring a little guy with us too, eh? Good plan. Yeah, good plan. And how'd it work out for you? Oh, not so good. No. You watched the whole video, and I mean, to his credit, after he's in the hospital and he's saying, well, it wasn't showing any signs of aggression at the time. At the time, before it chose him as a target. Okay, great. So, but you know what? To his credit, afterwards, he did do due diligence. You got the little one out of the way, and he was running around the camp, screaming "Bison Buffalo" or whatever the hell it was, and the buffaloes like running through camps and people picnicking and stuff, and then it just chased him around the tree a couple of times, and I'm surprised. It could have gone worse. He could have been trampled, gored, or anything, but no. And here's, that bison was thinking. It must have been thinking, oh, this tourist, you're really ticking me off. I'm out here trying to get my jellies off, and you're trying to, get in my way. So he stuck his nose up under the guy's, backside there, and he just like kaplowy, and it wasn't the bison hit that put him in the hospital. No, it was the fall from like 12 feet in space that that took him out. And good that the bison, afterwards, he hit the ground and he's like, there you go. And then he ran through the camp a couple of times. But, the old guy there, I bet you he'd be thinking twice about taking pictures with him. Like, holy jeez, I'll tell you. Yeah, biggest land mammal in America. July is mating season. No. And close in range pictures with a wild animal. I don't know if any of that makes sense to you, but, maybe vacation, right? So there you go. Educational clip with Shelley here. And, yeah, Buffalo, bison.